Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, AGNDD intelliReport topic. Georg Karo, please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated article-based video. Georg Heinrich Karo, From Venetian Roots to Archaeological Triumphs in Greece, a life of scholarship, excavations, and cultural bridges. Georg Heinrich Karo, 1872-1963, was born in Venice to a wealthy Jewish family who baptized him Protestant. Raised in Berlin and Florence, he was privately tutored before graduating from Freiburg's Berthold Gymnasium in 1890. He studied classical philology and archaeology at Munich and Bonn, earning a doctorate in 1896 on ancient vase painting under Georg Leuschke. Funded by family wealth, Karo traveled extensively, 1896-1902, to Britain, France, the Mediterranean, Egypt, Crete, meeting Arthur Evans and joining Knossos Diggs, and Greece. In Rome, he studied Etruscans under Wolfgang Helbig, focusing early work on Etruscan Greek links and biblical catenae. In 1902, archaeologist Georg Karo habilitated at Bonn, teaching as Privatdozent and tutoring the Gotthein family, where he met poet Stefan George. In 1905, he joined the German Archaeological Institute, DAI, in Athens as second secretary, becoming editor of Athenische Mitteilungen until 1924. By 1909, he was de facto director officially from 1911 after Dorpfeld's retirement. Karo excavated at Tiryns, 1,910+, befriended Kaiser Wilhelm II, securing funds and participating in Corfu digs. He fostered ties with foreign schools, dressed in drag for BSA events, and aided Greece during the 1912-1913 Balkan War, earning the Order of the Redeemer in 1915. During WW1, German archaeologist Georg Karo in Athens countered anti-German propaganda via a magazine and assisted the German Foreign Office. He suspended ties with British and French colleagues. In 1915 to 1916, he studied the Tiryns treasure, interpreting it as robber's loot. In 1916, Greece seized the DAI Athens branch, ousting Karo. He then aided monument preservation in the Ottoman Empire but was linked to artifact export schemes, leading to rebuke and departure to Switzerland in 1917. After WP1, Georg Karo was advised against returning as DAI Athens director due to his pro-German activities. He requested dismissal in 1920 and became archaeology professor at Halle, joining the DAI Berlin directorate. He met Stefan George about Tutti Percy Gotthein, 1921-22, befriended Helene Wenck, 1922, and wrote on Minoan archaeology while penning anti-Versailles tracts. In 1924, he opposed acquiring a forged Minoan artifact. In 1926, he excavated in Greece with funding. Karo returned to Athens as DAI director in 1930 with Wenck, editing the Archäologischer Anzeiger. Georg Karo, a Jewish-German archaeologist, faced Nazi persecution starting in 1932, declining DAI presidency due to racial risks. Removed from posts in 1933, he resigned as chair but retained Athens directorship briefly. He guided Nazi officials like Göring in Greece, 1934 to 1935, attempted to purge Jewish colleagues but was ousted in 1936. His antiquities collection went to Berlin. Relocating to Munich, he continued limited work, excavated at Troy, 1937, earned an honorary doctorate, but saw publications canceled by 1938. He maintained ties with international archaeologists. In 1938, archaeologist Georg Karo planned to flee Nazi Germany, but stayed to care for his dying stepsister. After her death, he obtained a Greek visa with royal support, leaving on June 30, 1939. He met associates in Italy and Greece, attended events, and sailed to New York on September 27, arriving October 11. With friends' help, he secured a U.S. visa and visiting professorships at Cincinnati, 1939, and Oberlin, 1940, where he taught Greek classics. He married Helene Wenck in April 1940, applied for citizenship, and published lectures in 1948, though his U.S. impact on Aegean prehistory was minimal. Upon arriving in the U.S., archaeologist Georg Karo faced accusations of Nazi spying. His former student Spiridon Marinatos reported suspicious postcards Karo asked him to mail, leading to FBI involvement. Enemies like Edward Capps, T. Leslie Shear, and others denounced him. Despite flimsy evidence, Karo was subpoenaed in 1941, placed on parole, denied citizenship, and labeled an enemy alien until 1946. He testified in 1942 to avoid internment and abandoned plans to return to Cincinnati. After his Oberlin contract ended, archaeologist Georg Karo relied on foundations, scholarships, and friends for support amid declining wealth. He held lectureships at Kansas City, 1945, Iowa, 1947-48, and Claremont Colleges, 1948-1952, where he headed classics with his wife's help, earning minimally. In 1952, Chancellor Adenauer congratulated his 80th birthday and aided his recognition as a Nazi persecution victim, restoring his pension. Karo returned to Germany, receiving the Order of Merit. He became honorary professor at Freiburg in 1954. Fluent in multiple languages, his 1959 memoirs omitted his Nazi-era experiences. He died in Freiburg in 1963. Georg Karo, a German archaeologist, held strong nationalist views, contributing articles in 1919 to 1921 demanding Versailles Treaty revision and implying internal enemies, fueling anti-Semitism. He denied Germany's war guilt in writings and court testimony. Affiliated with radical right groups like the Deutschnationaler Dozentenbund, he taught at a nationalist institution. Under Nazis, he avoided hiring non-Aryans and expelled Jewish colleagues but supported one. Initially approving Hitler's rise and securing excavation funds from him, Karo later criticized the regime, condemning Wang-Tu in memoirs as meaningless. Georg Karo, 1872-1963, a prominent German archaeologist, authored numerous works on ancient Greek, Etruscan, and Mycenaean archaeology. Key publications include The Tyrsenian Stele from Lemnos, 1908, Guide to the Ruins of Tiryns, 1915, Religion of the Aegean Region, 1925, The Shaft Graves of Mycenae, 1930-1933, An Attic Cemetery, 1943 in English, Greek Personality and Archaic Sculpture, 1948 English, and memoirs like Griffins at the Throne and 50 Years in the Life of an Archaeologist, both 1959. His oeuvre spans excavations, artifacts, and cultural history. Georg Karo, 1872-1963, was a renowned German archaeologist known for excavations at Tiryns and studies of Minoan Mycenaean art. In 2013, Astrid Lindenlauf compiled a comprehensive bibliography of his works and writings about him, published in the American Journal of Archaeology, Volume 117, Num. 3. Key publications by Karo include Die Schachtgräber von Mycenae, 1930-33, on Mycenaean tombs and articles on Greek prehistory. Works about him discuss his directorship of the German Archaeological Institute in Athens, Wang-Tu experiences, and scholarly legacy. This resource aids research on early 20th century archaeology. Karo's dynamic career in archaeology, marked by excavations, diplomacy, and cultural ties, solidified his legacy until his death in 1963.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.